special meeting of December 10th to order. Jen, welcome back. Please call us to order.
Councilmember Brown,
Here.
Councilmember Domkowski,
Here.
Councilmember Fluid,
Here.
Councilmember Gold,
Here.
Councilmember Shaw,
Here.
Mayor Wall.
Here. Okay, I'm not seeing a prompt to do the pledge of allegiance on this agenda, but normally you do. All right, would you all stand and let's do the Pledge of Allegiance together.
Allegiance to the flag of the United States of America, to the republic which stands one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Okay, moving on to the communications period pursuant to Government Code Section 549, 54.3A, persons wishing to address the council on non-agendized items that are within the jurisdiction of the town are invited to do so. Please note, however, that the council is not able to undertake extended discussion or to act on non-agendized items. Such items can be referred to staff for appropriate action, which may include placement on a future agenda. This communication period is limited to 5 persons, 3 minutes each. Any additional persons wishing to be heard will be scheduled at the end of regular business. Okay, any public comment? And I'm going to need some help from one of my fellow council members to see if we have anybody in the Zoom room.
I think we have somebody in the Zoom room who wants to speak after the reorganization is my suspicion. Otherwise no hands raised.
All right, anybody in the room for public comment? Jen, can you verify that the individual in the Zoom room doesn't want to go before the? Yeah. Okay, let's go to the Zoom room.
This is Congresswoman Anna Eshoo calling.
Hi, Congresswoman Eshoo. We are so thrilled that you were able to join our council member, or our council meeting.
Well, the delight is all mine, and I want to thank you for allowing me to join you this evening. I wish it could be in person, but the House is still in session, so I'm in Washington because I have to vote. So it's really a pleasure to be with you. I'm joining you to thank everyone in Woodside, and certainly the leadership, Mayor Jen Wall, Council members Brian Domkowski, Dick Brown, and Paul Gould. I want to congratulate Hassan Aburish on joining the Town Council and taking your oath of office tonight. And I also want to recognize departing members Ned Fluid and Chris Shaw for your outstanding service to the people of Woodside. You all know that I'm retiring at the end of this year, and I wanted to be with you to thank you for your partnership over the decades, 32 years. I served in local government for 10 years before I was elected to Congress, so I know very well how important the work you do is, and I thank you for your service to the community. It's really been the honor of my life to represent Woodside in Congress for 32 years. I was the first woman and the first Democrat to be elected to represent our district in the history of the district. And I'm very proud of the bipartisan body of work I've been able to accomplish to help not only our district, but the entire country. During my 16 terms in Congress, 5 presidents have signed 68 of my bills into law, including legislation to create 2 federal advanced research centers for biosafety and medical cures. And I'm also very proud to have secured the $800,000 for bicycle and pedestrian safety near Woodside High School. My top priority for the remaining days that Congress is in session this year is to not only fully fund the government, a job that we're responsible for, obviously, including securing the $1.2 million I requested on behalf of Woodside to replace Mountain Home Road Bridge. In closing, I know that the outcome of the presidential election is pleasing to some and not so pleasing to others. But I really view the seeds of democracy being planted locally. When we have strong communities, we have a stronger country. So I've drawn my strength from the people across our congressional district, and I thank you. I thank you for your work to keep building a stronger and better community, because as I said, I know that that really makes our country stronger. So for the time that I've spent representing the community, I thank you. I thank you for choosing me to be your voice in the Congress. Really an honor and privilege of a lifetime. And I wish you all of my best in your governance. Woodside has distinguished itself in so many ways. It may be a small community, but it's a strong one with so many distinguished people that have served the community over the decades. So again, I thank you for your partnership. I thank you for your friendship. I thank you for your collaboration. And I wish you really blessed and happy holidays.
Thank you so much, Congresswoman Eshoo. It's really an honor for us for you to take the time to join our council meeting and make those comments. And thank you so much for all your tireless efforts on behalf of Woodside. You have certainly been a role model to me, and it's really very special that you were able to be here tonight on my last night as mayor of Woodside. So thank you on behalf of Woodside. Thank you
Well,
personally. And I don't
well,
know.
bravo and congratulations to you.
Thank you. Thank you so much. All right.
With that, I don't want to take up any more of the time that I already have. But again, thank you, and I look forward to seeing you around town. How's that?
Absolutely. We look forward to that.
Okay. Okay. Thank you.
Have
Thank
a great
you, everyone.
evening. Thanks so much.
Thank you, and God bless. Bye-bye.
Thank you. Bye. Oh, that was really nice. Okay, I'm going to close unless there's anybody in the room that would like to make public comment, I'm going to go ahead and close the public comment period for our special meeting and move on to the consent calendar. So all items on the consent calendar are considered to be routine and will be approved by one roll call motion unless a request is made at the beginning of the meeting that an item be withdrawn or transferred to the regular agenda. We only have one consent calendar item for this meeting. So would anybody like to pull that, or if not, I would entertain a motion to approve consent calendar item 1.
Oh.
Councilmember Brown,
Yes.
Councilmember Domkowski,
Yes.
Councilmember Fluid,
Yes.
Councilmember Gold,
Yes.
Councilmember Shaw,
Yes.
Mayor Wall.
Yes. Okay, new business. We have item A, which is a resolution declaring results of consolidated municipal election from November 5th, 2024. And I'm going to turn this item over to Kevin to do the presentation.
Yes, thank you, Madam Mayor and Council. I don't really have a lot to say about that. It is just as the agenda describes. The action before you tonight would be a resolution declaring the results of the election that was held on November 5th. The clerk and I could answer questions if you have any.
Okay, my final time looking up and down the council bench. I'm going to start with Brian. Any questions for staff?
No questions. Congratulations to the winners of these elections.
Any questions for staff, Dick?
Ditto.
I just wanted to congratulate the mayor on getting the most votes,
Didn't even know that.
replacing me as the largest vote getter, and it's in good hands now. So congratulations.
Thank you. The public has spoken.
That's right, they have. Loud and clearly. 9 votes, but who's counting?
Oh, go ahead.
Congratulations to the winners, and to be clear, I've had more votes than anyone at this night. Counting in the thousands.
Congratulations, Ned. All right, with no more questions for staff, I'll open it up for what I assume will be a brief public comment period. Anybody in the room like to make public comment? I don't see any hands on Zoom, so I'm going to close the public comment period. Any deliberations? I'm guessing.
I'll get in on that, seeing that everybody else has chimed in. I'd like to congratulate Hassan for beating my record in beating a write-in candidate. Well done, you.
I'll move to approve the resolution of the town council of the town of Woodside declaring results of consolidated municipal election November 5th, 2024.
I'll second. Oh, you.
All right. Councilmember Brown,
Yes.
Councilmember Domkowski,
Yes.
Councilmember Fluid,
Yes.
Councilmember Gold,
Yes.
Councilmember Shaw,
Yes.
Mayor Wall.
Yes. All right, motion passes. And now we're on to the administration of oaths of office. So we will be administering the oaths of office to the newly elected council members, Hassan Abrish, Paul Gold, and myself. Jen, you just tell us what we need to do. We stand.
Yeah, I think you. Wherever Jennifer tells you to go.
Well, I think, yeah, it should be on, even though we don't have a huge audience right now, but we should probably be on camera, which means maybe the mic is, that'll work.
Stand around the mic.
If you use the public mic, then you have to stand in.
Like here.
Testing, testing, testing. Is it showing? Looks good.
You want us to face this way?
Face this camera. Yeah. Okay, there. Testing. Yeah. So I'll stand in front of you guys, or I'll stand on this side. Okay, great. That looks good. Oh, good. All right. Look, feel free to raise your right hand and repeat after me and state your full name after I, and we'll just go down the line and then you could copy me. Yeah. Do solemnly swear that I will support and defend the Constitution of the United States and the Constitution of the State of California against all enemies, foreign and domestic, that I will bear true faith and allegiance to the Constitution of the United States and the Constitution of the State of California, that I will uphold the general plan and implement any ordinances for the town of Woodside, that I will abide by the Code of Ethics and Conduct established by the town of Woodside, that I will be responsive to the citizens of Woodside, and that I will faithfully and thoughtfully take this obligation freely without any mental reservation or purpose of evasion, and that I will well and faithfully discharge the duties upon which I am about to enter. Congratulations. Oh.
Oh.
Yeah, don't get too comfortable. All right, thank you, Jen, and welcome to our newest council members, or newest council member and newly elected council member. Thank you. Looking forward to this again for another 4 years. Okay, now we're going to do a reorganization of the town council. And let's see. I believe that it means I will make a motion for our next mayor. And I'm very pleased to make a motion to nominate Brian Domkowski to be Woodside's next mayor.
Thank you, Mayor. I accept your nomination.
Councilmember Brown,
Yes.
Councilmember Domkowski.
Yes.
Okay, Councilmember Abarish. Okay, and Councilmember Wall.
Yes.
Oh, sorry, Councilmember Gold.
Great. Motion passes. We have a new mayor of Woodside. Congratulations, Brian.
Thank you. Yeah. Thank you for the confirmatory vote. I appreciate it. Let's go to work.
We gotta move.
Yeah, we
Well, no, that's fine.
Now the mayor. You get the gavel.
We get some guidance on where.
Well, so what I would suggest actually is do the election of vice mayor from your chair. And then that way we only have to play musical chairs once.
Right.
Musical chair.
You've gotten a lot more streamlined over time, Kevin. So as my first motion, I would like to nominate Councilmember Gold as our next mayor pro tem. Paul is certainly an outspoken member of the council, but he is extraordinarily intelligent and eloquent in his defense of his perspectives and ideas, and he has a long history of service to the town, including already having served as mayor, and in a very rare back-to-back appointment, which is something that happened many years ago. So I think he will make a great pro tem and mayor for the town of Woodside. So I'm going to make the motion that Paul is mayor pro tem. Do I have a second?
Second that.
Is there any public comment on that? Any deliberation? Any deliberation? All right, then Jen, you can take the vote.
Councilmember Abarish.
Yes.
Councilmember Brown. Councilmember Gold.
Yes.
Councilmember Wall.
Yes.
Mayor Domkowski.
Yes. And now we move. Thank you. And I'll also just congratulate our newest council member, Councilmember Abarish, for a definitive election outcome. And we look forward to your collegiality and leadership and impact on this body. And you picked a heck of a night for your first day on the job. And I think we have a number of proclamations to make, but I want to be respectful. We have a representative from State Senator Becker in the room. So Ms. Wall, maybe I'll invite you to make any remarks that you would like to make on behalf of the state senator.
My name is Wendy Wall, and I am from State Senator Josh Becker's office. And I'm here this evening on behalf of both State Senator Josh Becker and Assembly Member Mark Berman to recognize their outgoing council members, Chris Shaw and Ned Fluitt. Neither could be here, so I wanted to present you with these resolutions. And not nearly, can't say this nearly as eloquently as Congresswoman Eshoo did. So I'm going to read from this resolution. Oops, sorry. This is for the Honorable Chris Shaw. And we want to thank you for completing your many years of service to the town of Woodside, during which you have worked conscientiously, tirelessly, and with an exacting demand for excellence, and your efforts are deserving of acknowledgement and praise. And this is resolved by Senator Josh Becker and Assembly Member Mark Berman. They both take great pleasure in commending the Honorable Chris Shaw as he completes his term as mayor of the town of Woodside, applaud him for his admirable record of civic leadership and dedication to enhancing the lives of the people of Woodside, and they are conveying their best warm wishes for continued success and excuse me, personal satisfaction in the years to come. There you go. Upon completing your 6 years of service, and for serving as the mayor pro tem of the District 5-7, a member at large, they would like to thank you for your also tireless hard work and commitment to the town of Woodside. And you've compiled an impressive record of personal and civic achievements, and one that has earned you the admiration and respect of those who have had the privilege of associating with you. And this is resolved also by Senator Josh Becker and Assembly Member Mark Berman. And they take great pleasure in commending the Honorable Ned Fluitt as you complete your term on the Woodside Town Council, and applaud him for admirable civic leadership and dedication to enhancing the lives of the people of Woodside. They also convey their warm wishes for your continued success and personal satisfaction for years to come.
Thank you very much. Just one more time. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Ms. Wall. And I think we're gonna need to up our game on the framing of our proclamations here, but maybe we'll get there one day. So I have a number of proclamations to make as well, and our first one is for the Honorable Chris Shaw. We'll start with the formality here. And I hereby commend Chris Shaw for his 9 years of service to the town of Woodside on the Woodside Town Council. Whereas on November 3rd, 2015, Chris Shaw became the second person in the town's history to be elected by the citizens of the town of Woodside as a write-in candidate. And he took the oath of office on December 8th, 2018. And whereas Chris was reelected to the town council on November 3rd, 2020, and whereas Chris has been elected twice by his fellow council members on December 12th, 2017, and on December 13, 2022 to serve as the town's mayor. And whereas over his 9 years of service on the town council, Chris participated in 174 town council meetings, consisting of 368 hours and 59 minutes of time. You missed it by just 1 minute there. And whereas Chris's 9-year tenure places him among the top 20 for years of service among Woodside's council members, and whereas Chris brings a joie de vivre to all of his endeavors, and that spirit is contagious among his colleagues and residents of the town, and whereas Chris has been tireless in the pursuit of the preservation and betterment of the town by seeking advantageous partnerships with anyone who is willing to work towards a common goal. And whereas Chris is an inspirational and exemplary public servant, now therefore I, Brian Domkowski, Mayor of the town of Woodside, on behalf of the town council, do hereby commend Chris Shaw and extend the heartfelt appreciation of the town council members, past, present, and future, as well as the residents of Woodside and the town staff for his service to the community as town council member from 2015 to 2024. Hold on, I've got a little bit more, because I also wanted to add on a personal note that I'm not quite sure how this is going to go without you. I think, as you know, you're the reason that I am here. You were a spirit point of significant change in this body and in the town of Woodside and the composition of this council. More than anyone that I've ever served with, you know how to think big, how to get things done, how to move a ball down the field despite all odds, always engaging the stakeholders, find great, or at least the best we could, solutions on behalf of the community. Your loss, that loss of leadership is a significant one that we're all now going to have to fill. Although I get the sense that we're going to be seeing a lot of you in the years to come, whether you're going to run again or we'll just see you in a more unofficial capacity. We look forward to your continued engagement as a private citizen, whatever that might look like in the years ahead. It is also, as I get up, I'm going to grab an honor coin over there to formally award you that. That is the highest honor of service that we have in the town of Woodside. It's basically our key to the town, if you will. And I just want to thank you for your service and, of course, also challenge you to continue to make a difference in our community. So thank you, Mayor Shaw, for your service to the town of Woodside.
I'm going to delay your meeting just for a second. No, you get to. How do I work this thing? Thank you, Mayor Domkowski. That was very kind words. I will miss most working with you all because it's not joie de vivre or anything. It's just everybody kind of going in the same direction, and it doesn't happen unless everybody's doing it. And this has been, yeah, it's been one of the best experiences of my life. And I will say a quick shout out to my daughter, Desi, who is frequently either in the room or online. And the impression that my service to the town has made on my kids is immeasurable. I hope you appreciate this at some point. And it's great. I'm going to miss it dearly. You're not going to see as much of me. You might see me tonight, but I promise to be good. Lastly, I do want to thank the staff because you guys are an amazing team. It's amazing how well the office functions. And I think that is due very much in large part to the leadership that Kevin brings, not only in this room, but next door. I had my last meeting with Kevin yesterday, and yeah, it was very sad because a lot got done. And the town will be much worse without you when you do go. Unless, of course, I run again and then I can convince you to come back and we'll make things happen. But I did want to take some of your precious time to express my gratitude, not only to those of you who I've served with, but also with the staff that makes me look a lot smarter than I actually am. And I tried to let you guys know that, but I'm saying it in public. You always made me look better than I am. So thank you. You have to go, yes, right? Yeah. Microphone. Do you?
Okay, thank you, Mayor Shaw. Our next proclamation is for the Honorable Ned Fluitt, who I hereby commend for his 6 years of service to the town of Woodside on the Woodside Town Council. Whereas Ned began his service to the town of Woodside when the town council appointed him to the Environment, Open Space, Conservation, and Sustainability Committee. And whereas on November 6th, 2018, Ned was elected by the citizens of the town of Woodside to represent District 7 on the Woodside Town Council, and he took the oath of office on December 11th, 2018. And whereas on December 10th, 2019, Ned was elected by his fellow council members to serve as the town's mayor for 2020. And whereas over his 6 years of service on the town council, Ned participated in 120 town council meetings consisting of 269 hours and 31 minutes of time. And whereas Ned was mayor when the COVID-19 pandemic prompted stay-at-home orders and town government moved into the virtual world, and later the same year when the town was threatened by the CZU August lightning complex fires. And whereas Ned was well-positioned to serve as mayor during the twin crises of 2020 by using the contacts he had developed during his campaign for council to keep the town informed of developments at the local, county, and regional level. And whereas Ned was valued by his fellow council members and staff for his calm, deliberate manner, both as mayor and a council member, for his advocacy on behalf of District 7, which also endured the closing of Highway 84 for an extended period of time during his tenure, and for his collegiality. Now, therefore, I, Brian Demkowski, Mayor of the Town of Woodside, on behalf of the Town Council, do hereby commend Ned Fluitt and extend the heartfelt appreciation of Town Council members past, present, and future, as well as the residents of Woodside and the town staff for his service to the community as a Town Council member from 2018 to 2024. And I also wanted to tack on something to that. I just want to say that if there was ever an instance where the gavel found the right mayor at the right time, it was you. Your leadership during the pandemic and the CZU fire was extraordinary. Your extensive communication and outreach during that unprecedented time, and your calming amplification of all the top-down communications that were coming at us to the citizens of Woodside was absolutely inspiring to watch, and there is no one that could have done it better. You do leave a lasting legacy as a centrist decision maker that came at every decision with both humility and plain-spoken logic, and you will be greatly missed as you move on into the next chapter of your life. And I should also mention, if there's ever a way that we can engage with and polarize your civics classes in the future, we would welcome that opportunity. We look forward to your continued engagement as a private citizen in the years ahead. And I also, of course, have this proclamation and want to award you a well-deserved honor coin. You should probably have 3 of them, given what you had to face, but just know it's all embedded in that one coin. Again, highest honor, key to the town. Thank you for your service, and I know you will continue to make a difference in the community, so thank you very much, Ned.
Never actually done that before. So once again, Chris Shaw has stolen all my thunder. So I guess I want to thank the town council for their professionalism and humor. It doesn't always seem like it's much of a fun job. I actually got a lot of joy out of working with all of you. I think you all have a wonderful sense of humor, and I hope you don't lose that. I want to thank the grace and assistance the staff gave me, the patience and kindness of my family. You know, every meeting we have is a moment that I'm not with them. So thank you for enduring that. And I guess I finally want to thank the residents of Woodside for giving me this awesome opportunity. And I know this council is in good hands, and I trust you're going to continue to do the right thing. So thank you very much.
This is first autograph of the Falls City side. It's one of the favorite things that we should have. You. Thank you again, Mayor Fluitt and Mayor Shaw. And we have a very important proclamation for the Honorable Jen Wall. So I hereby thank Jen Wall for her service to the community as mayor. Whereas Jennifer Wall has been a resident of the town of Woodside since 2012. And whereas Jen first volunteered for the town by serving on the Circulation Committee and was subsequently appointed to the Planning Commission on February 25th, 2020. And whereas Jen was elected by Woodside voters on November 3rd, 2020, to represent District 1 on the town council, and her tenure on the council began when she took office on December 8th, 2020. And whereas Jen was selected by her council colleagues to serve as mayor for 2024 on December 12th, 2023. And whereas Jen holds a Bachelor of Arts, in political science from the University of California, Los Angeles, and a Juris Doctor from the University of San Francisco, and currently serves as general counsel for a software company. And whereas during her year as mayor, Jen presided over a total of 51 hours and 50 minutes of deliberations in 19 town council meetings, in which she led the town council through varied subjects, including the review of the housing element, the installation of solar panels on Town Hall and Independence Hall, safe storage of firearms, an update to the town's sign regulations, and the application for permanent outdoor dining and additional parking at Kenyatta Quarters. And whereas Jen is committed to expanding the level of engagement between the town and its residents by strongly advocating for better communication between Town Hall and Woodsiders, has consistently been available to her constituents, and has been an advocate for public safety through building strong relationships with law enforcement and supporting community improvements such as automated license plate readers and crosswalk enhancements. Now, therefore, I, Brian Domkowski, Mayor of the Town of Woodside, on behalf of the Town Council, do hereby commend Jennifer Wall and extend a deep, heartfelt appreciation of the Town Council, residents of Woodside, and the town staff for her service to the community as mayor. And hold on, I got a little bit more I wanted to say. On a personal note, I think I have known you about as long as I've known Chris, having had the honor of working with you on the Woodside School Foundation Board for many years. We've been through a lot together. And you are an incredible asset to the community. But for me personally, you are someone that I am always learning from, and you challenge the way my brain thinks, and I really appreciate that. I'm very grateful for that. I watched this year as you both intensely advocated for what you believe in, and as you ran very tight meetings with a commanding presence from the center of the dais, and you did it in an inclusive way, and you did it with grace under pressure, and it was impressive to watch. I also wanted to add that of all the mayors I've ever served with, you had the absolute best ending wrap-up of meetings ever with your history vignettes. And I think that effort that you put into the end of the meeting really speaks to how you wanted to create a really positive environment for everyone involved. So thank you for your extraordinary service to the town of Woodside as mayor. And I also, of course, beyond this proclamation, have a coin for you.
Well, I can't pass up the opportunity to say a few words myself, which I didn't prepare any comments, so I'm going to challenge myself to speak extemporaneously. But really, I just want to say thank you to my fellow council members, the staff, Woodside residents, everyone that's here tonight. It was a real honor to get the opportunity to serve as mayor this past year. You know, I've always been a little bit of a government nerd, and just the opportunity, it's a really truly an opportunity and a blessing to be able to have that experience. And not just to have the experience, but also to really enjoy the experience. And I take a lot of, I have a lot of gratitude for the whole year and everybody that I served with. When I kind of think back at the year, I really feel like we did accomplish a lot together. You know, starting off the year, Woodside was experiencing an uptick in residential burglaries, and we had a town hall to address public safety. And since then, knock on wood, the burglary rate has gone down. We faced the challenge of passing our housing element together. I think back to the July period, and that was really intense. But, you know, we came together, the staff put in an incredible amount of effort. That was a very complex topic. And, personally, as I sit here, I feel like we put forth the best possible plan, given all of the inputs and the circumstances. And so I'm really proud that we were able to pass our housing element. I'm also really proud of getting safe storage passed in Woodside. That's a topic that is incredibly important to me, and I know important to many people in the community. And I feel like we made Woodside safer by passing that. And I'm really pleased to hear that you enjoyed my history vignettes. I had a lot of fun putting those together. It was always kind of I never knew where the journey was going to take me. I kind of had a kernel of an idea and would do a little bit of internet research, and out came a vignette for the meeting. And so I was always a little nervous whether it would be well received, but it sounds like it was. So that brings me a lot of joy. So I'll end with that. I'll end with a thank you. Thank you to the staff. It was really great to work more closely with Kevin and Jean and Sage and Jen. And yeah, I mean, everyone was, always so prepared and great to work with. So thank you so much. And, thank you to my fellow council members. I did just, always being collegial, and, we really do have great working relationships, and that makes this experience so much more positive. Huge thank you to the outgoing council members, Ned and Chris. Worked really closely with you both over the last 4 years, and, developed friendships with you both, which I really appreciate. Have relied on you both for advice and support. And so thank you to you both. I'm definitely going to miss both of you. And yeah, looking forward to the next year with Brian as our mayor and the next 4 years, and also looking forward to working with Hassan and continuing to work with Paul and Dick. But also pleased to hand the reins over to Brian. I think you're going to do a great job.
Okay, thank you. Thank you, Jennifer. So we got a couple of gifts here for you. Well, you're worth it.
Should I open these?
Okay.
Open quickly. Oh, I can already see it signed by all of you. That's really incredible. That is so cool. That is really great. Love it.
This is Vicky. Is it not Vicky? No?
It was one of the artists that does her name's on the back.
Anyway, thank you to the artist, and thank you. This is really special. Safe spot.
Oh.
Pretty cool. I'm not sure what it is yet. Looks like it. Oh, this is going to get a lot of views in my house. The gavel. Love it. It's my name and my barrier. Thank you. Very thoughtful.
Thank you.
We have one final.
Very good. Okay, so we've got some big shoes to fill, and the good news is we have a really strong group, and that's highly engaged with the citizens, and we have some remarkable tenure here to keep moving forward, and that's what we're going to do. With that, we are going to be transitioning from this ceremonial part of the session into closed session. We'll be back before 7 o'clock to report out, but the regular session will begin at 7 o'clock, and we'll go from there. So thank you.